Logic is back. Let's talk about Bobby Tarantino 3. When Logic finally announced that he was coming out of retirement, I was very excited. I had very high hopes. He gave his intro on YouTube, which I thought was amazing. And he also dropped Live from the Country, also on YouTube, which I both did reaction videos to, and was gripping the mic with 2 fingers. So honestly, I thought he meant business. I think it's important to note that Logic was only in retirement for about a year or so we really didn't have time to miss him. I also thought that going out with no pressure was such a perfect way to retire. But he's back, so let's talk about Bobby Tarantino 3. It's just my opinion, homie. So first off, I'm going to start with the singles because he released 4 singles leading up to the release of Bobby Tarantino 3. I'm going to tell you guys how I feel about them. So starting off, he gives us Vaccine, which is very simple, very vibey, but there's really nothing special to it. Then we got Get Up, which has a very beautiful message, and I love that it's basically an FU to the haters and the label. He says, y'all say what you want, but I'ma get up. So at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter what any of us have to say because Logic's just gonna do it his way. Which brings us to My Way, which is my least favorite song out of these 4 singles. The message is there, but the vocals just don't really work for me. And lastly, we got Call Me, which is basically just an alternative to the 1-800 song. Call Me just feels way more personal than the 1-800 song, and honestly, I really enjoyed that. So from there, we've basically heard almost half the mixtape. So picture this, you go to bed on July 29th knowing that when you wake up in the morning, Bobby Tarantino 3 will be dropped in its entirety. You wake up and the first song you listen to is Intro. Yeah, so to be honest with you guys, I wasn't even really mad. I honestly thought this was a really funny and unique way to start the project. Okay, so now we're gonna skip past the 4 singles because we already talked about them. We're gonna move on to Inside. It's a personal and vulnerable track, and it's Logic's ability to be vulnerable that made me love his music in the first place. With that being said, I really enjoyed this track. Then we got Flawless, which is basically just a love song. It's just him praising his wife. Stupid skit, self-explanatory, but it was pretty funny. Theme for the People is really just another pick-me-up song, and when it comes to that subject matter, I'd rather just listen to Call Me. God My Judge, which clocks in at 5.5 minutes, but it's not the size that bothers me. Wink. It honestly works with the flow switches, the beat switches, but it felt like it should have been a Drake song. It felt like it should have been Jack Harlow. However, to me, this feels like it belongs on a Bobby Tarantino project. DU Space Cowboy is without a doubt my favorite song. Amazing switch up, it's really just an all-around vibe, and I love the parts at the end where he's literally just talking over the beat. Also, again, it feels like it belongs on a Bobby Tarantino project. And when I say that, I just mean that some of the songs on this project feel like they belong on Supermarket. To me, they just don't give off that Bobby Tarantino vibe. And lastly, to end it all, we got Untitled, which is just a fantastic name, and I honestly thought it was a pretty good way to end the project, and it has a really enjoyable instrumental as well. Now, when it comes to an overall conclusion, I'm not going to use a numerical rating to rate this project. For now on, when I do album ratings, it's going to be either great, good, mid, or bad. As far as Bobby Tarantino 3 goes, I'm going to rate it as mid. My only issue with this project is where's the bars? Logic doing 1-syllable rhyme schemes just does not feel right, and he literally says something along the lines of not wanting to make all these deep and personal tracks because after a while it does get depressing, and at the end of the day all people really want is to turn up, to get hype, which is actually pretty sad, but that's why the Bobby Tarantino series has always been more vibey, more laid back. But as a fan, I really miss the storytelling. I really miss the intricate rhyme schemes. Other than that though, it's not horrible. I really think this project was just Logic having fun. I don't think that this was meant to be a serious project, however, I was expecting more. He does mention that he has one more album with Def Jam, so I really hope that means we're getting Ultra 85. Regardless, I'm still a fan. Peace, love, positivity, Rat Pack all day. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.